here today, up on top of the baler. And in case Michael told you everything was perfect, so there's your behind the scenes of it.
The baler starts making noise, you find a bit of NRF wrapped around bars and rollers and everything else. Just stops play.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
No, I can't see your head shaking behind the camera now.
I think everyone should stand here and we'll just give it a run at the PTO.
Yeah, see how it goes. Stuff with that now.
It's not hardship, Louis, it's normal stuff. We're just taking the starter off this growling and on time a couple of times before it starts in the morning, so before it stops altogether we shall get it reconditioned. So good bit of covers and stuff over there that we can take off. We're in at the main part of it now. So bits and pieces and stuff. So these bumps in here now. Out she comes. We'll report later, do we? It engages it pushes that out to full to engage with the other starter ring gear, right? But this isn't working properly and it's missing an odd time and it ain't working properly. So when we get it reconditioned, this will fly out the whole way, engage with the ring gear and away it goes. Okay?
So that's the logic of it.
It's logic.
Tuesday, I just said I'd come up and do a bit of video on Paddy. Turned out we didn't get it all baled, we didn't rake it all because it started to rain, and we said we won't bother raking it all if it's gonna just downpour it. So Paddy's here shaking it out Tuesday. We're gonna bale it tomorrow morning. There's not meant to be any rain, and TL90 wasn't took off at all. We didn't see really the point. It was well fit for down the tether. It's grand tractor, handy tractor, 2-wheel drive, 90 horsepower. It can really run out everything we have, except like the Fusion and the double mowers obviously. But yeah, it's well fit for anyway, and it is wet enough alright, but like well, it's on the hill here, so, and it's a nice good wind out, so when the wind gets to it and gets shook out, should be the soundest anyway. It's yeah, it's just coming up to dinner time. It's around 4 o'clock or that, and yeah, I just tipped up in the gator behind Paddy, and you can see it is obviously wet, but good wind out. You can probably hear there. It'll only be about not even only 15 minutes, not even 5 minutes tedding this out. There's no real, it's not very big now. We have all the headlands gone out of it, and yeah, look, it's only that much there. It's around 6 runs on the second, and the stuff here that it was stuff that was rolled up now, it's an awful lot drier. In all fairness, it's an awful lot drier than the, as you can see, the wind got to that bit there. It's an awful lot drier than the stuff that was lying flat. So bit of it now. Yeah, the wind makes an awful differ in obviously drying. So that's really the story now, lads. Week and a half cut, and it is now grown back a side. It got fertilizer already, so did the one down there, and they are now fairly grown back, so that's what we like to see anyway.
Right, lads, we're picking out lambs for the slaughterhouse today. So we're just going with anything 50 kilos kind of plus, and that's well fleshed. So you can see there now, you feel that lamb across and you can't feel his spine coming down. So that means he's ready to go. So we'll let him out here now. We've tagged with our lot number and our tag in it there, connecting to our herd number. So it's all ready now to these will be loaded onto a lorry now next Monday with several other farmer sheep, and that number distinguishes what's ours. So when your man beeps the tag number, it recognises our flock with that number on its back there. So that's how that works. Fairly simple stuff there now. A good system going there. So yeah, we've 8 picked out so far. That's the plan.
Ready to go?
I just think this is a really nice example of a Charlie here with a really good cover. And you can see a back end, you know. I'd be expecting probably a U grade from that, or better even, maybe. And we're going to get our fat score 3 or 3 plus from him there. He's a really fabulous example of a Charlie ram lamb.
Lads, we just want to give a huge shout out to our pal from America there, Frankie McQuaid, originally a Drumlish man. He sent us lots of lovely American stuff. He sent me and Louis here a knife each. There's mine there now, a husky, and there's Louis's knife. And Louis has a multi-tool as well. There's a rake of different yokes on it, which we'll throw it to you again now. And we got a torch a piece now. These are good American torches. They can reach up to 1 kilometre, it says, so they don't do anything likely in America. Everything's bigger in the US of A. And a wallet each now, and a money clip with our initial on it. So we want to give a big shout out to Frankie. He's a good subscriber of ours. There was no need, no thanks very much for sending us this stuff. It's very good of you, and huge shout out to you. And we just have one question for you, Frankie. Who was it shot the cat all them years ago?
A huge thanks to Frankie McQuaid.
Fair play to him. Who killed the cat?
We're back to the reality of farming. Pipe burst. Just came clean off out of there like that. And now we're not just really having a great week, are we, Gavin?
It's a normal week, Louis. It's always something.
That's another side of it. Just about to go off with a load. Just came down to turn after the lunchtime, and that's now just not ideal.
You know the moral of the story? Don't be eating at lunchtime and then you won't have to turn. Keep going all day. Right.
Ah, sure.
Good morning, we're going to get spanner.
Alright lads, I'm just topping off these rushes down here in the farm that we've rented for the sheep. So just in a field out the back here. This is probably the heaviest field of rushes. So major topper. Doing a good enough job. Just have to go nice and handy through them there. 3.9k. We're on the PTO a bit higher there, but she's working in the 540 eco. Turning at 540, 550 there. So you want the full revs. But she's doing a good job. You see there's the blades on it are stacked like that, one over another on 2 rotors. So you're spinning around 2 blades together, if you know what I mean, like that. So you're chopping the rush twice. So it knocks it down and chews it up a little bit handier than just your single blade. And the skids raised good and high up off the ground there because there is some good grass underneath it, so I just want to get the rushes and the old stemmy grass, the trolleys as they call it around here, and all the seed heads off, the grass that went ahead. So that's what we're mulching off here now. Or hopping off here now. So yeah, I've just another bit of a field to do out the front, which is kind of, the ground is kind of softer, so it's more rougher to top because the tractor sinks, and then the topper goes closer to the ground then, and she can start to dig the clay, so you break a good few shear balls out. So I says I'd leave that to last because it's the worst one to top, but I did. There's another one out the back there, and there's another one there, so yeah, four fields to top in total, which look at, it's not a wet farm. It just would have never been sprayed or anything like that. It would have never got any fertilizers or anything much. Traditionally in the past, the guy that had originally would have been a fairly traditional farmer now. But I think kind of the good clay on top of it, the canal is just the far side of that hedge, and this is a lot lower than the canal. The canal is built up onto a big bank here. So what I think would have happened was they would have pushed all the clay from this farm here. As you can see across there, then that shed down there, that's where our land starts there. The shed and the house. The house and the shed beside the house there, that's it over there. But that's where it mearns us, and then the canal is up here then. And I think they would have pushed a lot of the good clay and scraw off the top of this farm here to build up the banks of the canal, and that's why the rushes grow here, because it wouldn't be the best of soil. You know, Jesus, see what I mean now, by the way she digs the ground there, and it's soft. Well, anyways, we caught that in time. So yeah, that's the way, because if you look across our field where it mearns it, you go up, well, there's a drain, and then you slowly descend up, and all of a sudden you're a couple of foot above this farm here. So that would be probably why it's a kind of rushy in that, but you can take control of these things, so that's what I'm trying to do here now. I'm not going to spray them, but a bit of topping should. Well, look, we're over halfway through the growing season, so they won't grow back as well anyway. I don't think so. If we have it next year, I'll talk to them a bit earlier. But I'll look after it here now and get the grass grow back anyway for next week when we send lambs on to the lorry. I'll take the culios out of it. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I was watching a few marts here. So leave down in the comments below what you think where the best place is for the culios. I might bring them to the factory, I might not, or Tullamore mart or Roscommon mart. I'm not just sure yet. But we'll take the culios out of it, and then we'll wean off whatever other lambs are there. We'll leave them at home and bring whatever yos is left back down here. There'll probably be 65 or 70 left there. I think there's 87 in it altogether at home there now, so between there's 20 hoggets in with them as well, and a few dry yoses are in it too, so I didn't sell yet. So we can go through all the culls or go through it for the culls and check teeth, bags, and any real bad feet or anything. I'll go as well. And then whatever's left, then we'll come back down here to a nice topped farm, and there's 3 meadows and out the far side of it as well that my father mowed there. Was it yesterday or the day before, and they'll be baked off, so they can eat around them as well. And there'll be a grand feed down here for them. So I don't know, I always found it best to top off without rushes. It's just nice to see it cleared off, and you can see the sheep in it an awful lot better and whatever there now. But anyways, I'll update you when I'm finished, and I'll show you the final result. Done up in that field there, back there, that's the old gaps, and we're just going out here now to this front bit. This is another bit I did. There's no rushes. See the way the ground is a bit higher there? There's no rushes there. So perhaps that corner there is what will be something similar to what the original little of the farm was. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I wasn't around in the 1800s whenever they built the canal, but we'll go out here. This is the old gap. This, Jesus. Then this is the front here. You can see kind of, well, the camera doesn't do it any justice, but there's a bit of a slope to it, like that, and high part in the middle, then low part there, low part there. You can see also there's no rushes on the high part in the middle, but I'll drive in here anyway. It's very kind of unlevel and that, so it's just a nuisance to top, but we'll get it topped off anyway, and we'll be back with you now and have this done, and then we'll be finished topping down here for now. Anyways, that's all the rushes topped off down here anyway, so we got through it there, and we'll go back round the fence there, and there's a tree down in front of that gate out to the yard, so I have to go round this other way. This is the meadows that are cut, which they were cut with the conditioner more, so they should be alright. It's lighting off anyway, so that'll be grand. We get bailed up some of the days, there's no panic, but yeah, that's the crack anyway. That's that done, so we'll face her for Mount Leinster now. Anyways lads, thanks very much for watching. That's it for this week's video. Give it a like and a subscribe there, doesn't cost anything, it just helps the channel out, and feel free to leave any thoughts in the comments below. Cheers.